Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Pine Pass, where today we're going to move down the coast just a bit and do a bit of a smaller project. I'm not going to take on quite as much today, mainly because I'm a little short on time. Hello. Just a crashed cargo ship. We are going to start out today by expanding an area out into the water. I don't know how big it needs to be, so I'm gonna go bigger than I think I need it to be, and then we can always backtrack from that. Where is my ship path? I want to make sure we don't get in the way of that. It's way out there. I'm good. Cool. So back into this tool, so I can make sure I am coming from the right area. And we're going to go right about here. And we're just going to bring out a section that does not run parallel to our current coastline at all. This is probably way too big. But I'd rather have it be too large than not big enough. So I'm going to let the water chill out because it's going to need a minute to do that. So I'm going to let the game run in for just a minute. Oh, God, we're probably going to flood that whole neighborhood over there, aren't we? Oh, well. They'll rebuild. It'll be fine. And then once the water has chilled out, we will get to building. So there's still some flooding occurring back here. Indeed, it is slowly wiping out part of our little town here, but it's fine. We did, by the way, in between videos, get up over 70,000 population, so we have monuments available now. However, we don't have any of them unlocked. We might. I like using the Eden Project just because of the land value aspect of it, and I even like using the Hadron Collider for education. I genuinely don't have any problem with them. I know some people find them unappealing. I'm not one of those people. I think they're good. I appreciate that they're in the game, honestly. So I'm going to put that there. We're going to come in here and go way down here, I believe. Yeah, there it is. And I always forget which way this thing's oriented. Okay, so it's oriented that way, but I want to turn it. I also want to give it a bit of space here so that the road isn't right next to everything. So we're going to put that there, and it looks like I've given it just about enough room. We might have to come out a little bit farther. So I want this to have a gap of 4, and then I want to come up here even with that, and then come out 4 more again. Well, or maybe 5. We'll do 5. It's fine. And then right to there, and then back around. And now I just want to flip this so that that main building is up front. Yes, that looks good. And then, you know, for everybody who is here to watch the countdown, we will use the countdown clock. And we can just pretend that it's for the launch of this, even though we know it's not. This needs to just relocate for now. Yeah, you can go live over there. Is there water over there so you don't complain? No. Okay. It's fine. We'll just give it some water really quick. I'm pretty sure we are going to wind up keeping that stock exchange, so I may as well just leave it on the map instead of having to play the stock market game again. Are you good? You're good. Awesome. So, cool. That gets us this area. However, I don't want this to just, like, come straight in. I actually kind of want to bring the road off and over this way and then bring it down into this area. Now, there's not going to be a whole lot out here. Not a lot at all. It's odd that that's the distance for the clock. We'll have a few supporting buildings and things like that, but for the most part, this is going to be about all that's out here. What I do want to see, are I don't know what it would be called, but like grandstands or seating or something like that. And I don't... I mean, most everything that I can think of that's going to be seating would be benches. Stadium seats. Nope. I just don't think there's... Yeah, I don't think there is anything. I was thinking it'd be cool to have... Oh, excuse me, I have hiccups. To have like an observation area, but I think that's kind of what this building is. To be honest, with all the windows, I think that's like your control / observation area. So I think it'll be fine without it. This obviously not ready to construct a rocket because, well, there's nothing there to work off yet. So I'm going to bring this, there we go, up to here. And then we want to make this feel like a secured area. We could do that with just some parking lot assets, actually. Instead of doing, not ROJ, there are the parking lot assets. And I thought just doing, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought about instead of just doing, you know, the normal, oh, it's teeny tiny. The normal thing of coming through with, there we go, the parking gate. With doing the what's the word I'm looking for? The toll booths. I don't know why. It took me forever to think of that word. Thought we could use one of these, but it doesn't really cover the road very well, does it? It doesn't. I mean, I could maybe make that a parking lot road and see if that helps us at all. It might. Where are the parking lot roads? Over here? No, here. Yeah. Let's see if that helps at all. I don't think it's going to. I think it's still going to be... I don't know. It's kind of closer. Granted, this isn't much in the way of security, is it? Yeah, I'd rather just use the toll booths. That just doesn't quite do it for me. So we will go in here and do a two-way toll booth. There we go. You are a two-way toll booth. That is exactly what I want. And I want it right there. And then we are going to resume. Our road is going to come out about that far and about that far. And then I want it to come in off of here as well. But where would that... See, this is going to need to curve back in and around some. So let's get a segment of road right here to facilitate getting a turn later on. So we'll go there. Then we will grab our curved road tool and snap that in so it's kind of a long, gentle curve. And then we can bring that out straight. And then we can just go right up there. Very curvy entrance. I'm kind of here for it. Let's get some heating under here. I don't think we need any back in behind there. And then we will run this up to here, and then I'm going to turn all these guidelines off. And bring this down here. And that should get everything we need. And then we're just going to bump that down. I'm not trying to make money off of it. It's just there to be security, you know, to control the area. We may even wind up bringing a fence in along here and then out to the road. Don't know yet. But this should now start receiving shipments. Obviously, we didn't get water to it in time. So Bluebird Heavy 1, unfortunately, was canceled. That's okay. I do like the clock. I really dig the clock. I wonder if it should be on this side, though. I think it should be on this side because over here, I want to do just a few buildings that look like they would fit this area. I also want to see what we still have to get the Eden project completed, because I would like to have the Eden project. So we have the Friendly Neighborhood Park done. We don't have the official park done, but you know what? I've got a good place for that. We could, even though this is supposed to be like an office style park, we can drop that right there, and that'll look pretty fantastic, I think. We also have the Statue of Industry, which won't fit there. We will have to find a place for the Statue of Industry. Well, there's no reason we can't put it over here. I mean, these statues could be... I mean, I know there's no industry over here, but these statues could add a nice extra bit. Though it does really look like he's going to smash all the hockey players, doesn't it? Not, you know, smash like he wants to, you know, smash. But with his hammer. You knew what I meant. I don't know. There's people out there who probably want to smash hockey players, like in the adult fun times way. Who am I to judge? If hockey players are your type, then you know what? Go for it, sir or ma'am. Knock yourself out. I mean, the hockey player gets knocked out all the time anyway, right? I don't think they actually get knocked out all that often. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched a lot of hockey. There we go. That gets that kind of connected. Let's actually bring that in a little bit more. I think that'll let them actually visit the statue by bringing this in like that. I think. I could be wrong, but I think it will. I think it'll work because now that path overlaps. Kind of wait and see if this dude... Your dude? Your dude. Actually, he goes over there, but nope. Using public transport to go to the ice hockey arena. Cool, you do that. So that gets the very inappropriately placed Statue of Industry in. What else do we have? Gosh, these are always so big. It's this one, no? Oh, it's that one. We already did it. Cool. What's next? Yeah, the business park. You know, we could just kind of like drop this guy right over here. But our metro is in the way. I wonder, what would this look like if we used anarchy? Would that... No, that doesn't look out of place at all, actually. That, truthfully, looks just fine. I've never thought to do that with the office park. And then we get big stuff, like the serving services office. And this big, huge Cathedral of Plentitude. I don't know if you have to say it that way or not, but I enjoy saying it that way. So, which this thing fits nowhere ever. Like, it's just so massively, monstrously huge. We could bring it up here and just have, like, these three big tall friends, like, all here together. I guess it doesn't look too terribly out of place there, but the serving services office, yeah, this just doesn't really fit in with the city. Though it could wind up over here with some of these hot, not IT buildings, but financial buildings are going to do. Yeah, we'll let that live there. Cool, so that's everything. Wow, we are losing so much money now because we're building all these monuments. Oh no, we now have the Eden project. I thought we were missing something still. I swear we were still missing something. Nope, we got one on each. Cool, that is going to go out over here. It's going to be kind of like a science-y type building. But we're going to do some other science-y type buildings as well. We are going to backtrack a little bit here. Well, maybe. I know they're in here somewhere. Do they not exist in the snow map? Or am I just looking at them? That's always a possibility. And all our snow ones. That's stadium. That's concerts. Are they here? Ah, here they are. Okay. Just want to double check. Are there any, like, snow-related things that we've overlooked? I don't believe there are. No. I'm going to say that's a good solid no. Now I've got to scroll all the way back to get to the thing that I wanted. Or things, I should say. I think it looks cool to have the space shuttle out here by this. Is just kind of like, almost like this is a bit of a museum. Or a museum piece. Just have the shuttle out there. Though I think I want to kind of back that off a little bit from this road. So how long is this? 2200 even. So if we come out to 1100, you're in the way now. Come here. We'll go live there for now. So 1100 is right. Oh, what? There's no 1100, really? 1080, 1120. Seriously? Question. 1100. So yeah, it would be. Yep. There's no middle on that. Okay, that's fine. So instead, we will just go with a couple nodes here toward the middle. Like, that's the closest. So I'm gonna bump that back to here. I just want it to be set back a bit and also have some room for something to kind of liven that up. We are also going to come in through here at the front up here and do some parking lots. Everybody's favorite parking lots. I should say it's a bad thing for everyone involved. So let's back that off to, where's your parking start? Right there. So I guess we can just start the parking right there. Sounds good to me. Parking lots are over here. Yeah, there they are. So I want to do a good bit of parking. I don't want to, like, skimp on the old parking here. So we're going to do that and then at least one more. Actually, we're going to do all of that as parking. Big parking lot. Yeah, I like that. And then we can bring in a fence right behind there and kind of keep that set off onto its own little thing. And then I want to bring the next road out behind this. Like, I want to give it, again, a little separation, but it's really hard to see because of the shadow. Right about, yeah, that's good. Right about there. And I want to bring this one in here. Yeah, that is what I want to do. It's not completely even, and that's completely okay. And then this is going to have just a couple of these. I know it's a software development studio, but we could do like the semiconductor plant, maybe the robotics institute. Just some things that look a little bit more science-oriented type of buildings. I don't want to go too crazy with it here. In fact, I think... Whoa, hello, Thunder Snow. I think that's going to be the sum total of it. And then down the side here, you would not have this type of facility just sitting out here on its own. There would definitely be some on-site security, and we're going to include that. And there would at least be some fire coverage, and we are going to include that as well. Well, that should get most of this covered just fine. So let's get some water pipes in here. So these guys will all be happy. And then this should be, yeah, it's now all functioning. So let's find a fence to bring in over here. This uses It looks like the oil industry fence or something similar to it. Let's see if that is truly the case. Oh, I forgot the thing that's capping all this off is going to be up here on the shore. And this, okay, so we want to pause and we want to look at what we're about to do here. So right now, land value average 57 cells per cubic or square meter. And you can see our land values are kind of all over the place. Population 69,520. Almost, we are 100 people above having the perfect population. That made me chuckle enough. I started coughing. Oh my goodness. So what we're going to wind up seeing is some of these neighborhoods that have been just in lower land values for a long time suddenly spiking quite a bit. And I'm okay with it. We also want to look up here. We've got slightly over half of our residential fully upgraded. That probably won't change too much because of high-rise bands. Same with commercial. We're a little over 75%, and here we're at about, what? To say, so that would be 50. We're about 35% fully upgraded on offices. And then a little bit, so that would be 75 there, so about 60% on industry. And industry is not upgraded because of services, so that probably won't change. But we want to look at all those things, and then we want to come in here, and whether you like it or not, I'm sorry, but we're going to use the Eden project, and it's going to live right there. And now I'm going to go into this view. I'm also going to come back out of that view because I want to play it to make the world a little easier to see for a while. Now we're going to close that. We are going to go back into that view. No, we can't do that though, because then we won't see the upgrade arrows. So all across the map, we should now see people suddenly start upgrading. Or not. Nope, yep, I'm seeing some back there. I think I just saw one or two over there. I see a bunch over there, but where we should really see it is back in these neighborhoods where previously they were restricted by low land values. Yeah, you can see lots of upgrading taking place. Probably the same thing over here. We will probably see some construction. No. Increase the land value still. Interesting. Normally, areas like this do really well when you build that. I mean, because look, that's... There they go. They're kicking off now. So we jumped quite a bit in our average land value, and that's just going to keep going up as other buildings upgrade and become level 5 buildings or even level 4 buildings. That will just continue to climb. Most of this was already upgraded. Already upgraded? That's what it said. There's no telling. So I don't know that we're going to see a whole lot of movement on our density, except among some of these neighborhoods here that are lower density, that have a lot of, like there were level 3 homes and level 4 homes with some level 5 back out there in the corner. But it looks like now we're going to be mostly level 4 and level 5. The one thing you have to keep an eye on with this is unemployment. If you get too many of your buildings upgrading, especially the bigger ones, and they can suddenly house just a ton more people and a ton more people move in, but you don't get the corresponding jobs, it can become a problem. That also happens with the Hadron Collider, because suddenly everybody's educated and nobody wants to go work at the lower tier jobs. And so you wind up with problems. So we need to come in and add a key wall to get this area capped off, because that's it. That's all that's going on here other than a fence. We're not going to make a walkable key wall. Oh yeah, let's do the fence. We're not going to make a walkable key wall. I don't really see the need for it out here. We just want something to kind of secure the area. So is this indeed the oil industry fence? That's what it looks like to me. It's close. It's close enough that's the one we're going to use. And we just want to do that as like a little security barrier back here. Is that really? I can't go there. Can I go there? Yeah, I can go there. We're going to run that all the way out to right here. And then we're going to follow the road across to... This gets a little tricky because it doesn't want to follow the road across. There we go. We'll go there. And then back here, we will do the same thing and then intersect that. And then get rid of the extra bit right there. And then we're going to bring this all the way down to here for now. And then I also want to bring it in behind our clock here. Right there. So then that is even with the clock. I want to go there. We'll have to level some more off just a bit, I think. And we will stop right there. This works. This is actually a nice place. Very nice asset. I dig it. So cool. That gets us a fence running the perimeter. And how we doing? I would like to get a rocket launch, so I may have to like just let the game run for a while because I want to launch the rocket. I think it'd be fun. Let's get a key wall in. This is just going to be a plain old, just normal key. Nothing fancy at all. You're going to run that to right about there-ish. And then we're going to run it to shoreline required. Actually, I want to run that a little bit farther here. Let's get this to line up here. You know what? I don't really need a shoreline. I assure you I can build this wherever I please. I did not go far enough that way. Where are you? Give me your guideline. Okay, try again. I went with the guideline of the fence, not of the key. Here we go. And then run this down to there and then out like 4. So now we can adjust right here up against the key wall. Yeah, that's about the size brush I want. And just bring our train back. We're probably going to flood things again. But you know, we expect it, so we're prepared. Just bring that all the way flush against there, and then we can fix other issues that we have created. And now this is where I want to look at maybe bringing the key wall on inland here, basically to about there, so that we've got a reason for this to slope the way it slopes. And then we will soften our terrain, bring that up, bring our strength down. We will soften right along this edge. We are adjusting the shoreline a bit, but I kind of like this to not come so far back though, like we're currently doing. So let's put that back. And then what we're going to do instead is slope terrain. We're going to go from that, and we're just going to do it really quick here. There we go. And that can be the beach right there. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Come back. Come back. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Looks all right, aside from, you know, this side, but fixable. Is that because we have a reverse segment or something else? I don't know just yet. And then here, I kind of want to do the same thing. I just want to bring the key wall back in behind this fence to about there, and then smooth off over here where we have like decimated the shore, but we won't go as severe in all that we did. Probably won't build anything else out this direction, mainly because we've built a fence and kind of keeps us out. So it's okay if we have this all looking like that. Yeah, we've got some inverted segments here. So let's hide that and flip these around. Maybe not. Maybe. And then over here, are these inverted or no? And now they don't want to go back. Hello, why did you stop working? Now they don't want to go back the right direction. I can't tell what direction they are now. Yay, so when all else fails, you delete it and start again. The fence just disappeared. So right about there. Cool. Yeah, it's still looking funky, but... Funky butt? Funky butt loving. What is that from? I remember that being in a thing. And the other character was like, funky butt loving? What? And we're getting some weird artifacts there. And then this is definitely not playing nice. I wonder if this is the snow not playing nice at the key wall or what? Like, does it do that all the way around? Don't worry, I can just hit undo to undo this big thing that I'm doing. Yeah, it does it all the way around. The whole thing's not inverted, is it? I don't think so. Let's see if we can get rid of this train that I just added. Just undo, and it's gone. I guess we're just going to have to live with these weird bits here, because I don't know what else to do other than maybe try a different key wall. No, even a different key wall is still doing the same thing. And I don't really know what is causing that. It's very weird. Yep, it's going to do it no matter which one. So I'm just going to go back to the simplest one. And we will just have to live with that. And it'll be fine. So, 119 days. As I recorded this, the video about the AI traffic just came out from Paradox, Class Order, the good stuff. There are a lot of people coming back here. I do see one little issue that we have here. Actually, a couple little issues that we have here. Let's make this a 4-lane. Did I pass it? I must have passed it. I did. Let's make this little segment there 4-lane. And then it looks like we've also got people slowing down way more than they need to. One of the things is they're stopping there. And then I'm just going to give this the same speed limit as the surrounding road. 25 and 25. Looks like we're merging okay there. I don't think that needs to be 4-lane over to there. I think we'll be just fine. Wow, we have a lot of traffic coming out here. To the point that we are going to add in a bit of mass transit. Not anything significant, but we are going to throw in a metro station. Just a plain old metro station. And we're going to put it right there. And we're just going to run it across to over there. Just super, super simple. Nothing fancy at all. So we want to go below ground, and I want to be able to see kind of where we are. So I'm going to bring this out straight for just a little bit, and then we can turn and go up this way. And then this one, this corner up here might be a little trickier. Turn anarchy off so that I know I'm doing this right here. So 180, we'll go to about there. And then hopefully this won't be a nasty bend right here. Yeah, I think that will be fine. And then I want that to be its own separate line that just pings back and forth here. We have the space on the other side for a different line to come in. So we can just do that, hit shift since I have the mod installed, and done. Now people can get over here without having to drive. We'll give it its own little color. Let's go blue or yellow or something bright. And cool. That will help prevent some of this traffic from coming over here. Granted, this area still needs a lot in the way of detailing. Our population hasn't grown too terribly much, so I'm thinking Yeah, we gained a little bit in residential. More than anything, though, we just gained land value, which did give us a bit more. Like we're way over 75% there. We're a little maybe here, maybe a little there. But again, most of that isn't due to inability to upgrade because of land value or education, but because of high-rise ban. And I'm not going to remove the high-rise ban in most of this. Just going to leave it. But we are making more money overall, so that's not a bad thing. And unemployment did not change. So we have a cool little area here. Let's see if we can't clean up this just a bit more, though. I would like to be able to do that. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to bring my brush size down and my strength way down. And see if we can't clean this edge up without impacting what's above the key wall all that much. As long as that's mostly below the waterline. Oh, the key wall isn't flat. I did not notice that. Let's make the key wall flat, shall we? I think that's not a bad idea. So grab all these segments. And it's always easier said than done when it comes to key walls. And then we'll bring them all up to that. There we go. I think that's probably going to, yeah, that fixed the weirdness we were seeing in the train there. Cool. So now I just want to try to get this last little bit to go away. Awesome. I almost feel like we should have some commercial or something over here, but at the same time, while this is a tourist destination because of getting to see the rocket and all of these count as touristy items, I mean, these get visitors. In my mind, this is not a tourist destination. This is a workplace, a place where science is happening. I'm kind of hoping to get that to come up to there, but I am going to move it to there, so at least it's even with that. Just this is a serious place, so I don't want it to be. Yeah, I just don't think I want to add the commercial out here, even though it would benefit from being in this area really well. I don't want it. I just don't. So I do want a bit more parking out here that can kind of be like employee parking. In fact, I'm going to go heavy on it. Because I think you would see on a scientific campus like this, I think you would see just a lot of parking, and then you might have like buses that shuttle people around. So yeah, I'm fine with the ample parking. And then I just want to finish off our fence by going to there and then straight across this whole run and connect it up. And now we're fenced in. So we need some trees and things to make this look a little better. And I think just to make it look right, we're going to get rid of, what is it? It's gravel? No. I don't know. Is it sand? I think it's sand, actually. Yeah, we're going to get rid of the sand that's here and make that look a little better. You can have it down there. That's fine. But I wanted consistency up here. So this is looking good. We don't want trees right around the launch facility. You don't want a chance of a bird strike when it's taking off and damaging your space vehicle. But we can definitely do some landscaping and things back here. Maybe make it feel a little more secure, secluded, that type of thing. And then along back this way, we can do some stuff. But that's all going to be in a detailing either episode or live stream that's coming soon. But I'm really pleased with this. So I'm going to let this run for a little while and get this to where the rocket is ready to launch. And then that will be the end of today's video. And here it comes rolling out. Of course, there will still be some prep work required once the rocket gets out to the landing pad, but I love this bit of animation of the rocket rolling out all the way, not landing pad, that's a landing pad, launch pad. I'm thinking Astroneer, where we can land our rockets. I love those doors, they're so cool. And it just makes its way across. Of course, this is full speed. If I slow things down, it doesn't go much slower because the game can't really run all that fast with the population and all the mods that I have. Looking forward to Cities Skylines 2 that can take advantage of my processor. This version of the game uses 2 cores, and that's it, maybe 4, and ignores the other 8 on my computer. And there we go. It is in place, and with just a little bit more prep, it will be, ready to launch, which hopefully doesn't take another 40 minutes like waiting on to get out here did. But we'll see. And we've waited quite a while, or I've waited quite a while, but it's here. By the way, I did put in the creators library over here as well. Thought it was kind of fit and added a couple little paths to it. I think it fits in that corner. Just relocated the police station and the fire station a little bit. Also added the sightseeing bus depot, and it's just doing a loop through here and around. And that's all it's doing, but it's time. It is time for the main event. We are going to launch this bird, and we're going to follow it as it goes. What's its first person like? Does it have one? I guess it doesn't have one, so we'll just follow it. Just attach to it, and we'll go with it. And yeah, we're getting near the end. Wow, that's really loud. We're getting near the end on Pine Pass. We only have a little bit more to fill in over here, but I thought that ChirpX was a lovely addition to the town. And my gosh, look at the view of everything that we've built. We will continue next time, but until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.